Yo, welcome to the open bar. Salute. Yo, what's today's date, Dave?
Today's date is 12/1/20.
12/1/20.
Wow.
So we got 30 more days left in this
year.
Man, look how this year went down, man.
Everybody knows today's the rent day, too, December the 1st.
It's definitely rent day. Dang.
Not only...
you should pay your rent the 31st.
That's true. I always pay
Well,
mine
there
on
was
the
no
3rd.
31st in November, buddy.
So you shouldn't pay your rent.
So anyway, I'm Hot Ron, your neighborhood bartender. What's good, people? We got Red Beard. The truth is in the building. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
He's drinking water,
Water.
H2O.
Are you on your water tip?
He's fasting.
Yeah, he doing some good stuff.
He's fasting.
Yeah. No drink.
Arnold is in the building. What's up, Arnold?
I'm late on. How y'all doing?
Right, he's the reason why we late. I know we had people watching y'all a
We
little
had to
mad.
tell him all that, but
But since he did, I brought it out. Yo, what up, PDO is in the building. The Love Guru.
Peace to the people, man.
He's laying hands on all the ladies, anointing them in Jesus' name.
Somebody
It's all
gotta
right.
do it.
Yo, of course, today is National AIDS Day.
World AIDS
World
Is
AIDS.
it Black?
no
World AIDS Day.
World AIDS.
It's
Day.
World AIDS Day?
World, yeah, whole
I
world.
thought it was National Black.
Well,
No.
they gotta be black.
Why?
No, they
why
do
would
different ones. They do different ones.
But it's World AIDS Day.
It's World AIDS Day.
Oh, yeah, that one's in June, I
Around
think.
the whole-
Black
Yeah, exactly.
is in June. But anyway, today is World AIDS Day. You know your status.
So why Black AIDS Day gotta be in Pride Month?
Pride Month for what?
That's Pride Month, June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Know your status.
no, but I would have thought you'd have said that it's Pride Month because of Juneteenth.
Hey, so we have a unique perspective on HIV/AIDS, right? Like, I think our children won't have the same. Like, our children was born, AIDS was already here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And medication is pretty good now. So
And it's super good,
They're
right?
not really scared.
It's not even the same.
Right.
They don't have no fear.
When it came out when we was kids, because it came out when we was young, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
And it was really like the plague.
In the 80s.
We was young.
early
And people
80s.
were
It was
scared.
in the early
We was
80s.
We was kids, yeah.
Yeah, because
Early
I
80s.
I remember, and I'm not gonna say who. A family member had she died of AIDS, and she was so sweet. But she came over a family member's house. I'm not gonna say who.
Okay.
And she did use a plate and a fork.
And everybody was
And that
like,
particular person threw the fork and the plate away.
Yeah, it was
After
not
they
hard.
left.
this is
I remember
definitely
we had
TMI.
another-
This
for
is
your
back
family.
then, huh?
Then we had another alleged person that was it was just a family friend, I think, but it was allegedly that they probably had the HIV. And so and it wasn't over my house, it was over somebody else's house. And so what they did is they went and got a cup of water.
So you trying to say you was the one who threw the cup and the plate
No.
away?
It wasn't me. No, I was young.
Because you said the first.
No, we were just saying. I'm not
No,
saying
we
what
just-
family. We don't
I'm
wanna
just
put the
messing
fam-
with you.
I got
But
you, I got
the-
you. But we used to. What happened is we used to we can just see what's going on, and so it was the adults. It was our parents that was so.
Yeah, we didn't
So,
see it.
yeah,
We saw
we saw our parents,
our
like,
aunts and
she'd drink
uncles
the
and-
water, like he'd get the water, he drunk it. They said, "I got this." They take this and it's a glass, like
a
this.
glass, and they would
throw
toss
and They
it
throw it away.
all in the trash.
Yeah, nobody, because it was
Back then
they
you didn't
wasn't
know.
educated.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, and we're pretty much the same way right now
No.
with this virus.
Oh,
because
with Corona, yeah.
Oh, Corona.
Corona.
as
is the same way.
parents, you know what I'm saying? Kids ain't really worried about it. But as parents, a lot of parents are
Yeah, but
more
no,
worried.
but-
Hey, they coughing over there. You better watch it. They
even
get
with-
away from them. They got the virus.
But even Corona don't work the same way.
Right.
Corona is almost, you're right, because it is, like you said, it's so strange when you're walking through a widened doorway with somebody and y'all both walk through the door. They don't stop and don't walk through the door with you, but they walk over more away from you.
Yes.
Like, that made a difference, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like just doing that extra side step.
Yeah.
I
It's gonna-
I
look-
gotta make sure I got my 6 feet in.
Y'all can call.
I played a joke on this lady. I didn't know her. She didn't know me, right? But we was going into the door, so I noticed she was cautious. She don't know me, so I knew. So she sat up there and waiting. So I walked slow, then I stopped.
you such a
But I never looked
asshole.
at her. I just stopped. I mean, no, I'm coming this way. She coming in, but I know she's waiting for me to come out the door so she can go in. So, but she like stepped back like 7
waited.
feet.
Like,
whatever.
I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. But I know what she was doing. She was nervous.
So you stopped.
So I stopped at the door. Never looked at her. Just pause. She was mad. She's like, "Nigga, I'm trying."
Would you come on and come out? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got my first HIV test, but this is the story.
Oh my God.
I got my first HIV test because I was talking to a girl. Like, I knew these two girls, right? Mm-hmm. One girl, I was on a trip in Texas, right? Mm-hmm. This group trip. So I had sex with this girl. Mm-hmm. And it was the wildest experience. It's one of the wildest experiences I ever had. Like, I'll tell you about that story later. But we come back from Texas. No protection, nothing like that. Come back from Texas. This is like a year later. And a friend of ours, a mutual friend, is like, "Yo, did you know she's HIV positive?"
Oh my God, how scary was that?
Yo,
So how'd you?
I was melting down. Yo, talk about a nigga praying. Talk about a nigga going to talk to his mother. Yo, like, "Ma," like, I was done. I was sick.
What you was like? What, young teenage?
Yeah, I was probably yeah. I was probably like 23.
Oh, you was young.
Yeah.
So you talked to your mom, but you ain't talk to your dad?
No, I ain't talking about that. I told my mom after I went and got the test because she had to open the test results. I went and took the test. That was scary. Then when they gave it back, when they were doing tests back then, it was not all automated. So they brought you an envelope that had your results in it. I couldn't open it. I had to take it to my mother.
Lord Jesus.
And let her
You was like that little boy with the when he's trying to get in the water, shaking his leg.
Yo, she opened it and it was negative, Joe. Nigga was so.
Did you drop? That's when you became a minister.
Did she? But then, I know what
So
you did.
So how many times did you not use protection after that?
How many kids you got? Man?
But even to this day, even though we all try to, at least I do try to, because I'm single, so I try to practice safe sex.
Right.
But I'm still nervous when I take the test. I take the test every year
because
I take a physical. I take a physical. I'm adamant about going to my doctor.
Sure.
So
Let me tell you how young people treat it. See, when you're young, you do stuff like, if you ain't got it, then I ain't got it. Always when you're young, you like let your girl go to the doctor, right?
She go to the doctor, and you be
go
fine.
get all the tests, everything.
And women go to the doctor on a regular basis,
exactly.
right? So they gonna if you got it, she got it.
That's what I'm saying. If she's good, then I'm good.
Yeah.
But I told somebody, I said, young people do that. But as I got older, I started going to get my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wait for nobody to go get the test. I go get my own stuff. Exactly.
When I do my physical, I get everything.
But it is still nerve wracking, even though
it's still scary.
It's not
still
the
like
same.
it's not the same.
Is that automatic? Like they make you take this?
They don't make you, but yeah, you ask for because most physicals I know when I do physical, we do a full sexual transmitted disease, and HIV/AIDS is part of that. And as well as you do
sexually transmitted disease,
I'm just saying
you do all ST.
No,
because it's not only a sexually transmitted disease.
You don't have to be sexually transmitted to get HIV.
You can do intravenous drug needles, drug needles, other things.
That's what I'm saying.
Through your parents.
But he's not shooting needles though.
But
no, I'm just saying. Okay,
but go ahead.
He could have had a cut on his hand. Someone who was shooting needles, who has HIV. Could have, they could have touched something in common, and he could have possibly got it.
I guess technically you could, but it's a little harder to get it that way. You actually really got to really exchange the bodily fluids or whatever, man.
Or the blood.
Which, again, in 95, 96.
You didn't know that.
Nobody knew that. We thought you could just bump into somebody. And
think about it. I guess none of y'all believe in magic, huh? Because this dude is still around. Shout out to Magic Johnson. In 92, right? 1992.
And we really
he announced to the world that he was HIV positive.
Well, I will say also, because
AIDS 28 years later.
AIDS pandemic probably hit around, let's say, 83, 82. That's when it was like really big. But when Magic came in and he kind of made it, I'm not going to say people thought it was all right to have it, but he made it realize that you can have a full life being HIV positive.
No, not when he first came in.
Because everybody
I'm talking about not at first. I'm talking about as you saw his life.
People forgot about Magic after about 5 or 6 years or something like that.
And then they were saying that you needed money like him to survive.
Yeah, and they still say that.
Right. Because
because there's people who've been living with HIV and AIDS over 30 years. And they're doing fine.
We know that. We know that now.
But back then
they did not know that.
But back then, when Magic first got it, people wasn't living that long.
But okay, so that's about 92 Magic. My joint was like 96. That's 4 years. You talking the knowledge boom started dropping, the better information on HIV, because remember AIDS is back in the 80s, like
83,
82, 83, something like that.
Okay, like 83. So by 2000, we knew a lot better. You know, like science had took a lot of leaps by that time.
Right.
So like Magic, those first 4 years, you did forget about it, but he started coming back out in the limelight. And to Ron's point, he's saying people started getting educated, knowing that you can't get it by breathing by somebody.
That's judgmental.
Like,
or being in the same room.
I remember back in the 80s, whatever, you wouldn't even shake a person's
You're not gonna
hand.
get it from hugging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But COVID different. COVID, like you I guess you can get
Well,
it
see,
from.
the thing about it is, I think it's still too new because we have so many people still contracting it, right? And it's not like it's. Everybody likes to say, "Oh, because somebody ain't wearing a mask, this and this and that." But people are wearing masks and things like that, and people are still contracting it. So, what is the common thing that is? We still don't know what's the common thing to actually catching this virus.
Well, they say that, like, for instance, if it's
not surfaces, because if it was surfaces, it'd be sick out here.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like,
surface.
for instance, you sneeze on your chair right here, right?
I ain't gonna do it.
Well, look. Yeah, please.
No, I'm saying it's not gonna.
No, I'm saying, but look, you sneeze in your chair, right, and within 10 minutes, so I touch that chair, right? I touch it. Like,
don't believe that.
You know what I'm saying? But what I do instead of washing my hands, I touch
your
my
face.
face or get, and that's how you get it.
I just don't think that's.
I don't think it's that way either, because just about everybody who goes in the Walmarts, the Targets, and everything
they
like
wipe
that,
down everything and wash it.
They don't wipe down. Most of that stuff, they're supposed to be closing these stores to wipe down stuff down. But if you actually talk to employees, they don't do none of that. They just closing.
Now they set it up where you can do it yourself. I know whenever I go to Walmart, the first thing I do, I grab
well, you grab a wipe for the cart, but what about the product that you picked up that you did not want that someone else touched before you?
What I'm saying, within
you didn't wipe it down.
In 30 minutes, it kills the
man.
No.
Well, we don't know. There's a lot of stuff we don't know.
There's too many unknowns.
And then unfortunately, just like we said with HIV and AIDS back in the 80s to now, people are a lot less. Like, there's even people who was married to somebody who HIV positive. They're not, and they in a great.
And shout out to today. Like today, they got the what it's called. The medicines are so good they can get you down to non-detectable, right?
Yes.
Right.
So I don't know what that means though.
Well, non-detectable means that it's so much and so gone away in your blood,
so low,
and that you can't pass it to anybody else.
Yes, there's not
you can
non-detectable.
Even have a baby. You can even have a
yeah,
baby.
children
Well,
don't
there's
pass
plenty
it
of
to
people
child.
They're saying non-detectable, non-transmittable, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, how do you?
Well, we would love to have it.
How do you know it can get down to non-detectable? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Because anything under, if I'm not playing, if your scores are anything under like 40, your
you should be well versed in this. You used to work.
I worked at Whitman Walker, but I'm saying back then this wasn't medicine. When I worked at Whitman Walker Clinic
that was
in the 90s,
like 20 years ago.
And I admit, when I worked at Whitman Walker Clinic, if you came in that hospital within 3 months, you died. Like most of those people that were coming in, it was really sad. Yeah. Like I would get close to them. Like it literally, you would see somebody there that was healthy when they first came.
90 days.
Within like 3 months to a year or so that I was there,
gone.
They were like I like at least 6 people I knew have died in my little small tenure working there.
And he used to give us all the condoms too. That's how we used to
keep them.
But the thing about it, I would do that job now. I love that job. I should have stayed there, but I wasn't mentally able to
then, right, exactly.
Because it was just sad. Like I would literally go home crying and stuff like that.
Sure, because multiple people you knew were dying.
Yeah, it was just like these were some cool people. And then the thing is, and it made you realize. And then the sad thing, when I worked there, it was in the middle of the community that I lived in, so I was knowing people's business that was went to high school with me, and it was just so sad.
And just shout out to anybody with HIV, and certainly to science, man, because I mean, I think for the most part, man, they've done a
awesome job.
Like you really could have it and live 40 years, like
live the rest of your life.
Yeah, definitely.
So
and
I mean,
just to think
HIV
about it,
AIDS is not a death sentence anymore.
Just to think about it, and you talked about a couple. Just think about Magic Johnson, right?
And Cookie.
And his wife, Cookie, right?
She don't have it,
She doesn't have it. She's never had it.
And none of their kids had it.
And none of the kids
Well,
have it.
let me
They
ask you
have
a
had
question,
kids
though.
afterwards.
But let me ask you this. I hate
Don't
to be
say that.
funny.
Don't say it.
But
They gonna
what
say
I'm
if
saying
anybody
is,
gonna
though,
take
but
Cookie
look,
if he's
it
someone.
is what it is. But that's the type of show we are. It's a nice show. Say for instance, her and Magic Johnson get a divorce, so she's like, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Do you think she can get?
She can what?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this,
She can
man.
date somebody? Would you date her?
Would I date her? Nah,
Cookie
I
back
wouldn't
in
date her.
Now, I wouldn't date Cookie only because of her age.
Yeah,
Only
that's
because
what I'm
of her age.
saying.
But I will say this though: I know somebody who had a husband who was HIV positive, and she tested like for 10 years after he died, and she wasn't positive, but she's still single to this day, right? She's like they're turning 60 right now, but she spent the last 25 years of her life kind of not dating nobody because I think it's hard because you tell
Everybody thinks that you might have
because
it.
people know, so it's like you could date somebody and not tell them, but if you do that and then they find out, it's kind of like you ain't gonna even tell me.
Right.
That, you know what I'm saying? That your husband died of this,
And then
if you
can't
tell
them
them,
up front, they
and
be
if
like,
but you tell them I don't have it, they'd be like, but I don't know.
But that's why it's just a good idea. I mean, if
But
people don't
even-
do it, go get tested together if you're gonna have a.
But even still, they don't believe the results because you could.
Right? They feel like
That's what I'm saying. Go get tested together. That's what I'm saying.
and they still wouldn't believe the results. There's a lot of things out here you could tell somebody exactly how to do
results
something.
and y'all together to go take the test.
Right.
Just
yeah.
the same reason why is a lot of results that things that happen, everything else, and it's like we don't believe it if we don't actually do it ourselves.
and he's talking about the mental of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's like if Cookie, say, Matt Johnson's wife, she got money, she cute, say she younger, right? And she ain't with him no more.
30 years younger.
And she trying to holler at you, but you know she was dating Magic. And she says, I've been tested for 5 years
Or
after
say
him.
like, or we'd say like in '94 when he first came out and said it.
92.
92, and she just say, "Okay, I'm done with you."
Oh, not then. 'Cause
Oh, no, it'd
had
been
a
over.
medical-
That was too recent.
See
But
now
she
today.
tested, though, negative though.
but she
she
came out.
Well, we saying to see you. Could you date her if she go bring you her test? Say my test yesterday said I'm negative.
Wow.
Could you date her? Or would you be thinking about the fact that she was with him?
I'd be a little nervous.
Only reason I wouldn't
Yeah,
date
that's what I'm
Cookie
saying.
is because she's older. But
I'm talking Cookie 92.
No.
anyway, let's put our drinks together to all the scientists and the hard workers that really moved this HIV and AIDS thing to
salute.
where it is today. You guys are doing a great work. To all you guys out there who don't know your status, definitely get tested. Know your status and you
Fact,
can
you
live
know,
a
I
longer
mean,
life.
we probably should have all had gotten tested leading up to today or something like that.
But I just got tested, and my last physical was what 6 months ago.
1994.
So anyway, I take a physical every year, and then
Yeah, I try to go around my birthday
I
too.
say physical
But-
but I don't know if I ever get tested for.
They usually test you for everything like that.
But you've been married to the same woman since. It's like,
That's
I'm
true.
just joking.
But-
And
but
if she got something, then you
Then-
got it.
But no, I'm saying, but I do get every test. I take all the blood tests. I do every year, and they never like they would call you and say
If it was something right.
They'll let you know something's wrong.
know.
And
I
this is
got
for the
a
general.
ghetto
This
doctor,
is
right?
just for the general
My
stuff.
doctor, he's a cute dog. He a ghetto dude, right? Because he'd tell me like he'd say, man, your ass, the way you going, rate you going, you be fucking 270 pounds. That's just how he talked to me.
He
I'm
should.
like, dude, how you gonna disrespect me like that?
I got like an Indian doctor.
I have a
I
female doctor.
had a female Indian doctor.
I told you about my female doctor, and she's rather pretty, and she's really sweet, but she's honest and she's open, and she
Yeah,
just say
she
she
tell
just
you
say what she
straight up,
wants. She
man.
tell you
She's just direct.
she's very direct, and
but
she-
you don't
she's
have
good
her no
people.
more, right?
No, she moved to Detroit, so I got a new doctor. I meet that new doctor in January.
Yeah,
And I'm
my
kind of
doctor,
upset
he been
about
my
that.
doctor for a while, but he always keep it real, man. He just tell you
But
straight up what you need to
anyway, we gotta move on. This is no, I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry.
do. No, that's how you meant it. That don't matter.
Salud, World AIDS Day. Yo, we're gonna go to a quick break, and we come right back. We'll start with hot topics. Yo, I want to tell y'all, when we come back, we're gonna talk about someone who was mistaken for Jilly from Philly. If you know who that is,
Nah, but I'm sure you'll tell.
Jill
me.
Scott.
Yeah.
Jill Scott. All right,
Kick that music, DJ.
all right. Be back in. Welcome back to the open bar. I'm adjusting my clothes. Like,
What's that, velvet?
I don't know what this is, but you know what? I went to Black Friday sale. Did anybody do any Black Friday?
Nah.
Let me tell you, I got sweatsuits. I got stuff like this. These velour little things.
You should have left it right in the store. I just messing with you.
I thought I looked good today in my black.
We got to put like a ton of deodorant on with that junk, man.
No, but you wear a shirt under it.
Ask your daughter, do you look good? Did you ask her?
She always tell me I look good. She's a big fan of her father's.
Did you ask her today how you look?
Yes, and she said I look good. So I didn't see her today. Anyway,
okay, I was about to say.
Get out of my business. But anyway, I was saying Black Friday, I went to Macy's. I made a killing. I only spent like maybe $150. I got like maybe 13 outfits.
So they sell that in Macy's?
This was in Macy's. This was only $4.99.
13 outfits.
$4.
You got 13 pieces.
You paid $4 for that?
$4 for this shirt. And I got it in two different colors. Gray. I got it in gray and black too.
I'd have did that for at least $3.99.
And I got some great sweatsuits.
They should have paid you $4 to take it away.
You should be a sponsor.
I thought I was looking good. Anyway, yo, speaking of merch, I'm looking at my things on my head. Yo, we got our own merch here. Y'all can order. Y'all see that?
Yep.
We got masks. We
Shout out
got
to Pat
sweatshirts.
Harper.
Dave, show your sweatshirt. Hold your stomach in, Precious. So, good
Called you
job.
Precious.
Gabby. You did your thing. Y'all can order these on openbartuesday@gmail.com.
Actually, the website will be up within the next week or so.
Nice.
That's what's up.
And then we are going to go back because our old charity was HIV and AIDS Whitman Walker Clinic. So we're going to try to continue. But I think we're moving more to feeding the homeless and hungry. I think what people
Yeah,
doing.
or we might have to, man, see if we could raise some money and help our girl Tyrese out.
Oh yeah, she has a good on
mental
gun
health
violence.
that she's doing,
Mental health.
Oh, yeah, we need
it's
that.
pretty good.
And
we got a lot of great charities we're trying to give to.
And also, we will be this year. We will be giving a dinner with Christmas dinner away to
For
a
a family.
family.
Why are you doing like we should be giving? Why you sit up?
No, he's
relax.
just talking to the mic. But no, I guess they need to send them to
Yeah,
where
like-
if they got a family who's in need.
Yes, you know, a family that's in need.
Shoot it on the Facebook.
Yeah,
How many families we doing it?
We're doing one.
One.
Okay.
We're starting out small. Okay.
Right. We ain't raised no money. This money coming out of our own pocket.
One family.
Actually, it's coming out of LeBaron pocket.
Coming out of the bar, right? Yeah.
No, it's coming out of our pocket.
Oh, I never signed up for that. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Hey, yo, y'all ready for some hot topics?
Let's go.
Hey, engineer, can you put up the picture of the lady in the Versace robe? And I want y'all to look at this picture and tell me who y'all think this is.
Okay.
She's cute. Yeah, she. Oh, please don't make me regret I said that.
No,
I know. You thought it was a man, right? I said the same thing. I thought it was a man.
Is that my girl? Is that my girl?
Oh, no, it's that girl from Love.
Oh, so y'all get this picture is Malaysia Pargo. She picked up a little pounds, but she looked good.
Who's Malaysia?
Malaysia
from
I thought that was
Basketball
my girl.
Wives.
Basketball one?
I thought
So-
it was my girl Tiana Taylor.
She look different. I don't even.
Okay, but from this picture though, everybody thought that was Jill Scott.
Why?
Oh my God!
That look
Please,
like
they didn't
Jill
think
Scott.
that.
They don't
was
look like
it went viral. Everybody thought
No,
Scott
dang
got
on
props for
Jill
that.
Scott.
they did. They thought it was Jill
'Cause
Scott.
her face, they thought come on.
They thought
man.
Jill Scott lost weight.
So is
I
that-
could find Jill Scott facing her face a little bit. Like
But that's what they
eye,
was thinking. Like,
But nah.
But
You don't lose calves like that.
Nah.
I literally saw it. But she got Jill Scott's boobs.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh, Jill Scott got bigger boobs, man.
Yeah, she got way bigger
You must
boobs than
didn't
that.
see the real.
Look at the legs, though, man. Come on, man.
That's Jill Scott body.
No, it's
So who's that
not.
again?
That's Malaysia.
Malaysia
from,
Pargo.
Can we get a
Pargo.
close up on her face?
And she got Jill Scott face. But anyway, the thing is,
don't
it
worry
got
about it.
so
No.
bad.
No, look at the face. She
I
looks
still
nothing
got a
like
picture.
Jill
No,
Scott.
no, the face looks a little bit like Jill.
It looks like
but
Jill.
Yo,
More like Jill Scott.
that
than
whole
Malaysia.
body don't. But that
Huh?
body don't.
Malaysia. That's Malaysia.
She looks like Jill. She don't look like
They don't
Malaysia.
even
She's
look
like
like
Jill
Malaysia.
Scott.
They don't even look like
People
Malaysia.
thought that was Jill Scott. What I'm telling you is, it got so bad that
Malaysia had them big teeth and all.
no, Malaysia's really pretty, but it got so bad that Malaysia had to put out a statement on her
They
Twitter.
just wanted to know it because she rocked the mic like Jill Scott.
So Malaysia had to put out a statement on her Twitter stating that, although she thinks Jill Scott is beautiful and blase, but no, this is me. And we're two totally different people. She was real gracious about it, but
that's cool.
And even Jill responded back, "Girl, I wish I could look like that." Jill was cool, so it started a new good relationship between the two.
Yeah,
but for when it first came out, all these signs were saying, "Oh, go ahead, Jilly from Philly."
Jill seen the doctor.
Yeah, they was like Jilly doing her thing, so she did her thing. Yo,
nah.
So, but y'all, none of y'all saw Jill Scott.
I don't know too many people who lost a whole lot of weight in quarantine.
I know I gained 17.
Hey, but a lot of women lost a lot of weight.
You showed me the neck up, I might have said that could be
Jill Scott.
Fake hair
Well, that's what people was thinking because of the face.
Body told me that's not Jill, yo.
Well, that's the thing. When people saw the face, they was like,
Shout
"Oh my
out
God,
to
Jill done did some work." Jill was
Shout
in
out
the
to
thing.
Jill, but nah, that's
But
a
anyway,
lot.
shout out to Malaysia. She looked beautiful, even though you picked up some weight.
Like her, 'cause it don't,
it's her. It's
I'll take
Malaysia.
your word for
But
it.
isn't it scary though that those girls, man, with all that makeup and hair on, that's the thing. If you was just a natural woman, we could never mistake a dude for you. A dude could get fake hair, and we would never mistake it for a real woman. But the way they put that makeup on, that hair on, you know what I'm saying? A dude could do that and look
just
almost
like
just
that.
like that.
And
Because y'all
she
thought that
gonna
was a
tell
man.
you that she wants somebody real.
Exactly.
That's a good one.
That's scary though.
Drink goes up to Malaysia. You look good. She gets
Shout
the
out to
salute
her
moment.
and Jill.
Take a little swallow.
I like her though. She good people. She ready to fight
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Boy. Ain't nothing like a woman that'll fight.
You funny. So your boy Faison. I can't think of his last name.
Faison Love.
Faison Love. He's back in the media. Did you hear the story?
I haven't heard the story yet.
He come
So
every 5
anyway, there's a
years.
picture. Can you show the picture of with the
Couples retreat.
the couples retreat thing?
Okay.
Picture 1. Okay, well this is picture 2, but we can start there. So picture 2, as you can see, you don't see Faison Love in here, right?
Right.
So this particular movie, Couples Retreat, is being sent overseas now. It's making it big and overseas. Show picture number 2 now. See, this is picture number 1. Look at Faison in the back.
Yeah.
So now they sent it overseas. They took him out. They took him and the black lady out. Go back to picture number 1 again. Oh, and you see that?
This is how they're shopping overseas.
They shopping overseas. He's suing and he's saying that's racial discrimination. And
He's still getting a check.
no, well, and the point he said when they said, I think it's Paramount Studios.
He's not on the cover.
He's not on the
anymore.
cover. He's on the original cover.
Okay.
And he was one of the main characters in the movie.
Yes, he was.
Their point was they cannot show this. They can't promote this overseas because he's not as known as those other white actors. But he was like, well, how are they going to get to know me if you don't allow me to, if you taking me away? And, so he's suing Paramount.
So here's the thing. Black folk be with this shit as long as it's benefiting them, right? Like if you ain't gonna say my name so I can get into the theater for free or something like that, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get something out of it. Then you got paid your money. They didn't. He not claiming that they showed him on his money or nothing. They said just for over here in Europe, we need to take you off the cover because it'll sell better without you on it. Now they're gonna get to know you because you're in the movie. Now if they cut him out of the movie,
they
and
can't cut him out of the
didn't
movie.
pay
He
him
was
or
in
something,
every scene.
or huh?
He was in every scene in
they
the
messed
movie.
up his money or something. My thing is,
Well, the thing is,
I want you to keep creative control over your project. If you paid me, contracted me to do a job, I did my job. What you do with your project?
Right.
Well, I mean, it's twofold though. You got to look at something. Most of the time, people who are making these decisions don't know what people are willing to accept. You understand
That's
what I'm saying?
true. They
because
they go off surveys and
Analytics, okay, whatever. So, but I'm saying, but still, don't they have the right? They contracted him and paid him. Like, if you're accusing them of paying you less than another actor who did what you did or what you're supposed to be worth, and they shorted you or they lied to you about what everybody was getting paid, and they tried to give you a lower rate than everybody else, makes sense.
No, well, my thing is how they know that the people don't know him in Europe. How they know Faison
Yeah,
been in the
Dave's
business?
point. I mean, I ain't arguing
So-
that. I'm with you on that. I just feel like though, if you contract me to do a job for you, what you do with the work, like if I bring somebody on my record to sing on my record, like if you like all the time, rappers that do features and stuff like that, like they send Wayne the track and say, "I want you to put a verse on here." Wayne just cuts his verse on 8 to 16 bars or 32 bars, and then he sends it back. Then they get to chop that verse or put it where they want in the song, or take it off the song completely.
Right. That's
but
true.
He got his $50,000 though.
But he got his $50,000. But see, the thing about it is, it also comes back to royalties. Are you getting royalties on the film? And are you getting royalties?
What if Faison getting his royalties though? What if he's getting his royalties?
But the thing about it is, what if people were going to see the movie and they were going to see it just because of him? How would he can go promote it and say, "Oh, I'm in this movie," and it don't even show him on the cover?
In Europe, what did they say in Europe? It would sell better.
But how do they know that? How do they know that?
Listen, I'm with you. I'll say this. A legitimate question would be, who made this call? Like,
in this day and age,
artistic department person.
It was probably the same one who made the coolest monkey in the jungle.
With the shirt. I was thinking that too. The little boy with the monkey shirt
for
Gap or somebody.
No, H&M,
whatever. Yeah,
Europe.
It's stupid. I mean, to me, it's just.
So that was all right there. It was all right for him to be the
coolest monkey in the jungle.
Coolest monkey in the jungle, and that was okay, and that was appealing in Europe. But this is not him being on the cover of Couples Retreat. Is not.
When he's pretty much his when he got naked in the water, that was the scene that everybody.
When he got his belly. And
he's fat man. You cannot. When you look at Couples Retreat, you think of Faison. You don't think of the other people.
I mean, you do. Vince Vaughn.
Vince was funny, but Faison was hilarious in that.
My man was funny too. The one that was when he was in the he was getting a happy end.
I guess Faison's point could be taking me off the cover and I'm in the movie.
No, they took both the black girl,
him and the black girl,
all the black people on the cover.
It was bad enough.
They were way in the back.
Even in the original one, right?
They were way in the back.
They way in the back, and you can barely see him. So it's like they in back of everybody.
But he was still more like a co-star though.
He was a co-star,
but he still kind of made the movie.
Took over that movie.
I guess
he made the movie. He made the movie.
I was trying to figure out though.
Right, because the plot
could it hurt him from him making other side money, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, because
it hurt him because he could have been touring in Europe, doing other things,
making appearances,
and
right?
by him not being
y'all kill my money by keeping me off the cover.
I'm still trying to understand. The movie got to be about 10 years old. So
I think it's 20 years old.
20 years, it's something out there. So
really?
I don't understand what's the point of them.
Couples Retreat is that
Europe
old?
Just getting it.
It's old.
Well, I'm not sure why, but anyway,
why is it just getting to Europe?
I'm not sure, but I just say Faison. I think he got a case, and I'm supporting him. I'm supporting. There's no way they should do it, especially in this day and age.
Okay.
All this Karen and Kevin. What's the white guy? Bruce. All this stuff. They should Ken or something.
I wonder though, but my thing is this: did they even
no,
tell
it's
him?
11 years old.
Okay, so I wonder they didn't even tell him that they
2009.
did. Probably
they did. Yeah, he just found out that they took him out. Anyway, Faison got a point. My salute woman again.
Hope he get his money. Get your coins.
Get your coins, Faison. You gonna win that suit.
Hey, Faison be like, they ain't called me for no more movies, so I might as well get money like this.
You funny.
But he played out now.
This is a quick come up. But see, movies don't want to mess with you after you start suing movie houses. You know what I'm saying? Paramount is big.
Shout out to Monique. But look, so
back,
I don't know I know I saw it. Anybody here watched the Mike Tyson fight?
You know the thing.
I watched it late. I watched it after.
I watched Mike Tyson fight. I'm gonna start with the biggest part. First of all, shout out to Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was hilarious.
Snoop was
the man of the thing. Snoop accommodated. He said everything that we would say as like a regular person. He wasn't trying to be all little. He's like, watch your face, dog. What the hell? Come on.
Oh Lord. Oh my God. This dude.
He was doing all that.
Oh, dude, when Nate. I'm sorry. Nate.
Well, no, go ahead, because Nate coming up.
When Nate Robinson got knocked out, Snoop started singing
Precious Lord, yeah.
Precious Lord.
Well, I want to get back to Nate. I want to show a couple of videos. But let me say this about Mike Tyson. First of all, Roy Jones came out, regular. To me, I always thought Roy Jones was a little better in shape. I was like, what the hell?
He
He was, but you gotta understand.
I just thought I saw him a couple months ago.
40 pounds.
He's 50 years old now, though.
But he
he's
also
51.
But look, he also gained like 40 pounds. There's no way. Him and Mike Tyson was never in the same weight class.
No.
He was with Floyd Mayweather. He was in that class.
And
Then
Mike Tyson looked a little
Floyd
more.
wasn't even in his weight class.
Mike looked a little more in shape than Roy Jones to me.
Well, yeah, he did. But the thing about it is, to tell you the truth, for 50-year-old men,
they look good.
They look good with their shirt on. They did not look good with their shirt off.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But Tyson had
I know I cannot take my shirt off now.
No, I can't. I'm not gonna do it.
But
I mean, but the thing about it is, when you lose muscle mass, that is exactly what's gonna happen.
But Tyson had the 6-pack and everything. I think with my man Jones, first of all, he should have shaved his chest.
Yeah.
How you come there with hair on your chest?
Man, look, Roy was like, man, I'm gonna get. How much did they get paid?
Tyson
I don't know, but I would
$10
say that they made the actual event made over $60 million this weekend.
So Tyson got 10.
Tyson got 10
What did Roy
off
get?
the jump.
Roy probably got like 6.
But but the funny thing with Roy Jones, he was tired as a mug after the fight, and you can see that Tyson really didn't want to.
He ain't want to hurt
No,
him.
they said that he made a pact with him that he wouldn't hit him in the face.
What? No. That was part of the rules of the fight.
They couldn't hit each other in the face.
Not that they couldn't hit each other in the face, but no cuts to the face or anything like that, or they would stop the fight.
What rule did Nate Robinson have?
Right.
No, they didn't.
But anyway,
But he didn't have no cuts either.
Right. Last thing, he
He
didn't get
just
no
got
time.
knocked out.
Before we get to Nate, which is hilarious, everybody talked about Mike Tyson's shorts. Y'all see his shorts?
And they were real short, wasn't
They were poo-poo shorts.
His shorts
But
I've
he's
never
always
known-
do that. He always wore
His
it.
jock strap and everything was showing. It was disgusting. It was so disgusting.
Remember he used to come out with just some shorts and
And a t-shirt.
And a
That's
torn
how he
tile,
always
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
But my
because them
thing
things
was
was
back to
poom-poom
what Roy
shorts.
Jones. You see when they was interviewing him, and Tyson was like, I'm just happy, I made it through. I'm good, I'm good.
And
with
this
the
is
draw.
the crazy thing.
And then Roy Jones was like, nah, man, I ain't good with no draw. I should have just. I know Tyson's like, come on, buddy, you know how to knock your ass.
No,
out.
Tyson really should have won. Tyson was the winner of the
That's what I'm
match.
saying, but Tyson could have knocked him out if he wanted to, though. Tyson was playing with him.
But another thing about it though, you saw what Tyson did lunch out when one of the people interviewing, they said, Roy, we were worried. Were you worried about you? Because you haven't fought in a while. And,
Right.
And then Tyson said, "What the hell? Y'all wasn't worried about me? What the fuck? I haven't fought in a while."
Yeah, Tyson's like, I might get hurt.
I could have got hurt too.
But Tyson was playing. There's no way Roy Jones could have hurt Tyson.
No, Roy. They said Roy could box back in the
Not
day.
at 50. Back then. And then Roy Jones got
But he's still a boxer though.
Roy Jones been knocked out 3 times.
And Tyson is 54.
And Roy is 51.
And
52.
Roy is 51.
I still
He
think
52?
that.
So I thought
He'll be 52 in January.
it just looked like it was definitely an exhibition. But the main thing besides Snoop was your boy. What's his name again?
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson.
Can you play video number the one that Dave sent? Can you play this video right quick?
I just want to apologize to everybody who paid money to
not
watch
that
the
one, not
fight.
that one. Come back.
Everybody who bet with me. No, if you bet with me.
The first one that Nate sent. I mean that Dave sent.
Who the
No, not that one. Not that one.
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson. My fault. I should have. I think this is.
I invested a lot
No,
of
not
money
that one, not that
into
one.
buying this building, into developing this concept. So black.
The other one you said you couldn't put it was private or whatever. I guess you didn't get it.
You didn't get.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Don't
thought you
worry
got
about
it. My bad. But anyway, so of course, prior to that, Nate Robinson was going around telling everybody that he was going to beat this boy up.
Yeah, he said I beat you in anything. He said basketball, football, whatever, you name it. Right? He's just telling them. He said you fight YouTubers. I'm about this life. He's like.
Yeah, he was talking trash. I was watching
No,
because I
listen,
went to his Instagram, Nate Robinson's Instagram, And so like stuff he up there acting like he training, he boxing.
Yeah, he said I'm doing this for the culture. He said I'm doing it for the whole NBA.
Yeah,
he said I'm doing it for the NBA. Yo. He said I'm doing it for everybody.
Well, granted, he got knocked the hell. I'm talking about literally on his face. Everybody went crazy. Snoop was like, "Oh my God!" It's something I would do. You know, I would did that.
Lord.
So, you know, I would did that. And then of course he made a public statement yesterday. Can you play the Nate Robinson the one you did? He had the mask on.
Send me your Cash App, because I owe you something, man. I
this.
thought it was sweet last night, but he showed me something. Nate, I know your first professional fight didn't go as planned, but do you have any positive takeaways from last night? I mean, it's a nice canvas. That's all I really remember from last night. I don't really remember too much good about anything else. I mean, if I'm going to fall anywhere 4 times, I'd much rather fall on that canvas than the concrete. That's probably the best thing I can say about last night. It was a good floor. Well, Nate, do you have any final words you want to say to your fans? Yeah, man, I just want to apologize, man. I know before the fight I said I was fighting for the NBA and fighting for my family and fighting for my kids. My kids actually text me after the fight and tell me that they can fight for themselves. So I just want to apologize to all them people, man.
Oh my God!
My sons would say, "Hey, Dad."
Your son, he'd be like, "Damn, did you at least pinch him?"
I don't need your help.
I don't need you to fight for me.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Kevin Hart said that. He said when his father got beat up by the teenager down the street from the house.
He said it was only one of them. He tried to tell me it was one.
He said somebody jumping me. Junior, somebody jumping me.
You tried to tell me they jumping me.
He said, but then he said my dad gonna try to come in the house and be the man in the house. I'm like, man, go sit down somewhere before I go get the dude from down the street.
Oh my God. That's why I would never fight around my kids. Cause I'd be so embarrassed.
Your oldest son would be laughing so hard.
Like, Dad, you gonna let that nigga hit you?
Because I know my daughter would laugh at me because when she got into that fight, I laughed at her so much.
And I still be teasing everybody to this day.
That's when we created the word mollywop.
Oh, don't do that. No, my baby got up. That girl was bigger than her. She kept getting up
3 times.
She kept getting up, though.
But you had to read, like, everybody had. Nate Robinson became an instant meme that night, right?
Yeah. He done took Michael Jordan's.
Like they even had a picture of him in the ring, right, with the Michael Jordan crying Michael Jordan face.
No, they had a real life person laid on an escalator. It was like, this is Nate Robinson's soul going up to heaven.
Oh, so and not only that,
he's going up the escalator.
No, and then
they have a Nate Robinson challenge.
Yeah, they had the Nate Robinson.
That's what I'm saying. The dude was doing a challenge on the escalator.
And everybody's doing it. Like, you just laid out on the floor.
He said, this is his soul going to heaven. He was on a real escalator, like going up the escalator.
But honestly, I hate to say that, was Nate Robinson as big before this fight?
He was pretty big.
He won the slam dunk contest in the NBA 3 times.
Okay,
no,
he's
his
retired.
Fight made him bigger though.
He's bigger. He's bigger.
But
he
post his career.
You got to think about it. He won a slam dunk contest. He played for several teams in the NBA.
He gonna be on.
He also tried out with the Seattle Seahawks in football, and then he went to boxing. And if you guys are not following No Chill Gil on Instagram,
that was funny.
Gilbert Arenas.
What did he say?
He said, man, you got your ass whipped, right? But you got to get your ass back in the ring.
Right.
You said you was doing it for the NBA. He said, this is no different than, I think he said, he was talking about when AI bust your ass the first time. It was a couple
they got
other
in the
people.
fight. They would show all types of
No, he was saying like he got dunked on.
They got dunked on playing against each other, guarding them. He said, man, you gotta get your ass back in the ring.
But how many rounds did he get? I was watching the fight, and when I looked up, I went to get me a drink. When I came back, he was laid out on the floor.
It was the first round he got knocked out in?
Yeah.
It was the first round, but it was like.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the first round.
He knocked him down 3 times.
Wow.
First of all, like, Nate Robinson really did not train. Like, he didn't have a good trainer.
No, y'all ain't watch his Instagram.
He didn't have a good trainer.
He was lying.
No, the thing
because he was walking into this dude's punches, Joe.
Yeah.
Head first.
Because he thought he was Tyson.
And the dude only hit him 3 times and knocked him out.
Kill me. The guy think that he's a professional boxer now. Because he talking about he want to fight
Conor McGregor.
Man, he gonna get dogged.
He gonna get killed.
Yeah, Conor gonna kill him.
But you know what? You know what Nate also made us realize? Y'all better leave them daggone YouTubers alone. Them niggas can fight. I'm telling you.
Hey, my youngest son told me, hey, see, that's what y'all be talking about me because I be on,
Yes.
computer and stuff. See, and shit works. I was like, hey, dog, I feel you, man.
Shout out to Nate,
Whoop
dog.
your ass.
Shout out to my man Nate. He can't get the big piece of chicken at dinner now, though.
Nate
but-
Robinson.
See, when he said his kids said, Dad, I don't need you to fight for me.
I can fight for myself, yo.
I
Dad.
see
But y'all
myself-
do know that was not Nate
No,
Robinson
exactly.
voice, right?
No, exactly.
Oh, that wasn't.
No,
Oh,
you
shit.
didn't know that.
He said, I just want to say, man, that canvas was real nice. If I got to go out somewhere, I would at least get that
I thought
canvas.
that was Nate.
I thought that was him. I
That's
was
not him, y'all.
Nah.
Oh my God, I feel bad now. I take it back.
Oh,
My apologies.
so he ain't even talking to me.
Hilarious.
Anyway,
No.
hey you guys, I want you guys to look at this one video right quick and then tell me what y'all think. Play the man code video, sir. Not that one. Not that one.
People
Not that
have
one.
somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a. Because one, stop the music, please. Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves and how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it. No, don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
Okay.
What's going on, y'all, man?
What do y'all think?
Well,
So you got to tell them the backstory of
Yeah,
this.
tell me what's going on.
So in the video, before they taped it, these girls, it was a lot of girls there. They were having like a little small birthday gathering.
Okay.
So they twerking and dancing, they enjoying themselves. He came out there. He felt that they was being disrespectful
To themselves.
and
To the restaurant.
to the restaurant.
Because it's a restaurant, not a club or anything.
I still think, to me personally, I think he was doing too much.
I think he should have asked them to tone it down a little bit and just.
I think he
left it like
did.
that.
I think he did do that once,
Okay. I don't know.
and then he did his rant.
Well, he didn't have to do the rant. You're a business person. You know what I'm saying? First.
Yeah,
So,
that was. I mean, the least for I don't even knowing anything else. That was just unprofessional.
Yeah.
What he did, yeah.
Yes, unprofessional.
And he probably thought he was helping the black culture out. I don't know, but to me,
Well, he's trying. You can see he has a heart to uplift black culture. Okay, that's good, but you can't tear people down in black
Do
culture
you think that was staged?
and say you want to build them up. You
No,
know what
it
I'm
I
saying?
mean, because you see what happened to Bill Cosby. Ain't nobody learned from that. How he was getting on the dudes about their pants, and he was really dogging black
he was
folks.
speaking facts though. He just wasn't.
He
acting-
was too. But what I'm saying is,
Bill shit was old. They got him on some old shit.
you funny.
Yeah, but the
what
prob-
I'm saying is, this guy to me, you're not nobody's daddy. I mean, it is your business.
No,
But
no,
you're
you can't
not
say it like
nobody's
that.
daddy. But
No,
you-
I understand. He coulda
but
nicely
if-
told
if
them they
you're
had to
an
leave.
adult, if you're an adult, you should know how to act in a certain establishment.
And then he
If the culture, if the culture and the establishment is not where you twerk and dance and do things
Right,
like
that's
that,
not the event.
that's not. You can't come in there just like you wouldn't wear that outfit in that restaurant, right? If it was, it was.
Oh, you was coming
a
from
black
outfit?
tie, event. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he might go. He can wear the velvet joint with the suit jacket.
He cannot wear that outfit nowhere, especially not we're going nowhere with me.
You might go work something out. Hey,
I got on matching
Can't put the
shoes
suit
and
jacket on.
everything.
No, but I'm saying, but I just think that I get. So I think
He
was
did
trying
go
to
a little bit
He
overboard.
went overboard. He was trying to make a point, and he was trying to sell himself, and he probably
and
people
maybe he
was
wants to
respect-
uplift black culture.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But I just think as a business
front-
person, I would
fronting
just.
on black women though, even though because they weren't in the wrong, he was basically saying that the behavior that y'all displaying first is not conducive for the restaurant.
they
But see, the thing about it is, we don't see the behavior that they was displaying.
No, that's not, what I'm saying is that he
so
said.
if they had on short dresses and their asses were showing,
But I'm saying, but to
anything
his
like
point
that,
though, he could say it's not conducive for the restaurant, but he has to stop. He can't go as far as to say that.
I don't need your
he-
fucking money.
No,
and all
well,
that.
he also he kind of inferred also that they were doing black culture a disservice.
Right, because he said he made this business for the culture.
And like, so what they're doing is not for the culture. Like, that's part of the culture too.
Well,
so,
that's part of the culture.
Now they might have been doing it in the wrong place. Wrong place.
It's the wrong place and wrong time.
So he could have said that, and he could have said that in a respectful way.
Did they have music?
Even if you don't calm down, I'm going to have to make you leave my restaurant.
Yeah, that's all they do.
You see, we don't know the whole story.
But what I'm saying is that it's unprofessional to grandstand in front of your whole restaurant. Because even if you had even if a customer is disturbing the restaurant, I'm in the restaurant, in your restaurant, I'm eating, I do want you as the owner to address it. But I don't want you to address it and all of us got to stop and pay attention. Because then I'm like, because you don't come to a restaurant for that. You know what I'm saying? You want to be eating your food, enjoying your experience. Because it's an experience. That's what you're really paying for at restaurants is an experience. So don't give me that experience as my main experience. You know what I'm saying? If you're the owner, go talk to them privately and say, y'all got to settle down. If you don't, I'm going to have to ask you guys to leave. I don't want to do that, sisters. Look, I think, you know what I'm saying, y'all beautiful, and I understand y'all having a good time celebrating, but this might not be the place for y'all to do that. So I'll be glad to, you know what I'm saying, cut your bill in half if y'all want to roll and go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Or since it's somebody's birthday or whatever, let me celebrate y'all like that. Take the food. I mean, don't worry about the food. Y'all can just leave now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're right, but we don't know what happened.
Because you can correct without tearing down.
Yeah, that's true.
Is my point.
That's true, but we don't know what happened beforehand.
But for him to sound like they messed up the black culture.
Right.
I'm not going to say he sounded
like that. He said what happened. He said all this twerking and gyrating.
He want the men to respect you.
No, he did say
he said if I'm asking men to respect y'all got to respect yourself.
Yes.
See, that wasn't his place.
But that's
I mean, in his establishment, it's his place.
But what did they do? So could they have done? Was they on standing on a table?
I don't know we don't know what they were doing. All we know that they were. All we know.
But black folk are not. We are not new to people twerking. All our mothers be twerking now. Everybody want to twerk.
No. But I'm just saying.
All our black women want to twerk in private.
My mother
having a good
not
time.
Twerking.
I mean, my mom is different.
But you got grandmas out here twerking now. Though.
Yeah.
But your grandma 36.
Go to TikTok. You got
grandmas is twerking.
And you got grandma at 36.
So I'm saying we used to be twerking. So I'm just saying. So what could they have done though? You tell me that would made what.
He just went off the.
I don't
like.
See,
if the girls was making out like kissing each other and stuff, I'd be like, now y'all doing too much for my restaurant.
And they was just loud, and he just went off.
We don't know because we only see half the story. We only see this half of the story.
So then we can't defend him or prosecute him. Okay,
right?
You know we.
That's what I'm saying.
But I personally think after that speech, I think it's probably going to stop a lot of people from going. They like.
Well, I'm not even going to say that because bad publicity, as we know from our president.
But
our current president it works out in some people's favor.
Yeah, he might lose a young generation, which I think is.
I don't even think he's going to lose that.
Which I think is a mistake. I don't think you ever want to use the young generation because that's going to be always the future. You know?
Right. Always the future.
We definitely.
That's the residual.
Our kids coming up, the grandkids is coming up. That's the ones you want to definitely stay in their good graces.
That's your residual income.
That's the ones.
Because they the ones that's
about to be making the money.
But you know that. But that's a lot. Like especially in DC, that's how a lot of clubs, lost their establishments because they stopped catering to the youth. They want to start catering to an older crowd.
But that's the thing. I hit y'all in the chat on Thanksgiving night. It was like, who want to take a shot? Nobody asked me. I said, these niggas is old now.
I was gonna come, but
I
was gonna come
online. Like we gonna open on Facebook.
Oh, I thought you actually meant like come.
I was gonna come here.
Oh, I was in
doing
DC.
that. I was gonna come, but I was busy.
Oh yeah, no. But I was talking about really just us coming on FaceTime and taking.
I would did that. You should have been a little clearer. I thought you meant like come. Okay, I was with my mama.
I got an Android.
Exactly,
oh, he ain't got no FaceTime.
But anyway,
salute.
So that was the problem right there. We knew.
Rough.
Salute to that brother. I hope his business don't go out of business.
Well, yeah, we do too.
Where is his establishment?
Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm just calling that out.
We need to reach out.
Did too. I was just agreeing with you.
Reach out to him, man. See if he can
come on the show to explain his point.
Explain
we need to get him. I'm gonna talk to Latanya Michelle and see if she can get him.
She can book him.
She can book him.
I mean, the thing about it is like we see one side and we don't know, and it may have been like the waiter or the waitress that was helping them probably had said something and it just like probably got out of hand.
Right.
Because we don't know. Because I don't think that if it was just that she one of them just got up, start twerking, he came over there and did that.
To me, it's not even the point.
And for him to pull a card out of "I don't need your money," you gotta save that for some racism type stuff. Right. That's a big card. And don't bet it on nobody being unruly in your restaurant.
And even though he did what they probably was wrong as two left or right shoes, but is the thing of pulling, getting me. Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't need you to if I'm at that restaurant, I'll be like, nigga, you talk to them. I don't need to hear this fucking speech.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want.
But also you're doing two things. It's twofold. I understand what you're saying, but you also making sure that nobody else get up and do it, because if they see it right and see him allowing them to do it over here. What makes you think the next table or the next person ain't gonna do it, or the next time?
And then you handle each table. But you in a professional establishment. You don't. The way he did that speech was just, to me. I'd be like,
y'all not going around each table. Hey, stop twerking. Stop.
I
twerking.
would
Stop
if
twerking.
it was my business.
Come on.
If it was my business, I would be like, no, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, okay, you guys have to leave.
Turn the music off.
I know. Yeah.
I would.
That don't mean people ain't got their phones.
I would measure if my other clientele was being bothered, disturbed. I would stop the disturbance, but I would do it in a very professional, neat way, right?
Yeah.
And in a way where I would try to keep myself on their team
That's
too.
what
Like I said,
think.
you don't want to listen to young people. I feel like you got to keep.
And to all our listeners,
we don't even know how the ages. We don't even know what they even look like.
We looked at.
Well, we know older people. That's the same, man. Old folks don't be showing up.
Well, to all our listeners out there, who's listening to the.
We need to see the other side.
I wish they'd showed the video.
Well, to all our listeners out there at the LeBaron, you can twerk here. You can do what you need.
Hey, absolutely.
Come on here.
As long as you pay your fee.
Pay your fee.
Twerk all you want.
Twerk all you want here at the LeBaron.
I need your money.
Hey,
anyway,
unlike the restaurant owner.
Yo, we'll go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to show a video. We want your opinion. We want to know how far would you let your woman how far would you let your woman, how can I say, disrespect you in public, even though you got caught wrong?
Oh.
Caught in the wrong, how far would you let her disrespect you?
Different. We can talk about that.
Anyway, we'll be right back. Yo, welcome back to the open bar. Salute, salute, salute.
Salute.
Oh, look, he got a bug.
Coronavirus.
Yo, as y'all see, we are social distancing here. Everybody's at least 6 feet, 6 feet apart, and then we wear our masks when we walk.
Dave, pants not matching his.
Yeah, you're not wearing the couch pants today. That's why he's not as bright today. You notice that? I think it was the pants.
Black goes with everything.
I think it was the pants. Yo, shout out to Glow Blair on. I ain't gonna say her real name. I know who this is. Shout out to NSU Spartans. Anyway, hot ice. Anyway, she said we talked about the last story about the guy going off on the people. In the restaurant, right? And she gave an opinion. She said both parties were wrong. Why play twerk music if you want to have a different type of atmosphere? I'm assuming she's saying that the restaurant was playing twerk music. She said they said he asked them nicely before his rant. Regardless, he was wrong. Lastly, he said those were glass tables. If the girl would have hurt herself, she would have been suing. And if she would have poked a hole in the seat when she stood on the furniture, and he would have tried to hold her liable, she would have called him petty, which is true. You are in a restaurant. Keep your feet planted on the ground. You don't want people twerking. Don't play that type. She said, no, she giving a point. She's saying the girl was wrong. You're in a restaurant. You keep your feet on the ground.
What video she saw on it?
You keep your feet on the ground. And then she's saying, and then if he didn't want people dancing like that, he shouldn't have played the twerking music.
But this is the thing. Those girls, sometimes when they're having a good time, they don't need you to be playing no twerking music. They just twerking because they're just having a good time.
And then if there's alcohol.
Yeah, like, hey.
Thank you, Gloria.
And then, people ain't got no phones, and they can't just play the music that they want.
But they be hyping each other up. But she stood up on the furniture and stuff. Now, that sounds like a little unruly. So, again, I'm saying he could come over and deal with that, like, directly and privately.
He did.
He should have put her out.
Didn't you just read that? He did put.
He said he spoke to
them. He did. Yo, y'all, forgive us. We had a little technical difficulty. We had a little R. Kelly, Teddy Riley thing going on now. But anyway, thank you, Gloria.
We definitely did not have an R. Kelly moment up in this motherfucker.
Pastor. Sorry. Hey, yo, shout out to Tito's daughter and his wife. How y'all doing? How they doing? We ain't seen them in a while.
What happened?
Tito,
we miss you.
Castro.
Anyway, you guys.
And Mrs. Castro, happy belated birthday.
Right.
Yeah, what's
And
up?
shout out, happy birthday, belated. I don't know if she listened. Nikki B.
Yes.
Nikki B. She just turned the big 50.
50, yeah.
Yeah, she did her thing.
5-0.
I ain't get invited to that little party. Yeah. I ain't get invited
Dale's
to
Nikki?
No.
No,
That was
Arnold's
on the show with us.
Arnold's
The
Nick,
show
the
with
one,
okay.
the one that shut the show down. But anyway, shout out to her. Happy 50th. Yo, I want y'all to look at this video that Dave bought. It's to me, just how far you get caught. How far would you let your punishment go? Look at this video.
Who the fuck? Oh, niggas just trying to slide. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, we got one. We got one. We got one. What's the stop? What's the stop? Crack, trying to be nosy.
Don't do that. Please stop.
Black niggas always taking niggas cards. She said food stamps. Food stamps?
Another girl.
Nigga took the cheese. Everybody knows me. Oh, got the Goldie. Got the Goldie. Oh, she's stripping. She's stripping. She's stripping. Stripping him. Give me all that.
She took him.
Hit me. Oh, yeah, we on third. We on third. Oh.
Other girl whipping him.
She hit him with the Louis.
She told me.
The Louis belt. Mayweather.
See.
That's my dad. Yeah. I'm going to pride. Oh, we outside. Oh.
You can cut it now.
Shit. We stopped in traffic. You ugly.
Yo. So obviously, give us the backstory, Dave, on that video.
So, I mean, if you guys didn't catch it at the beginning, his girl that he lived with at the time, he got caught out there with taking another girl. He took her shopping
With her card.
with her credit card, and he's walking down the street with her, and she comes and catches him and starts stripping, making him strip. And not only did she make him strip, the other girl started whipping him too when she started whipping him.
The other girl should have gave up her bag too, though.
She took the bag. The main girl took the bag.
Took the bag from the girl too.
He was carrying. He was carrying the bag. He was carrying the bag with all the stuff that he bought her.
First of all, that was just the worst thing I've seen in 2020, maybe.
For real?
Yes, man. That was so bad, yo. Like,
that was sad.
It was sad, man. Like, first of all,
how you know if that was real though?
First of all,
it was real.
Don't know real dude.
So, what's Pastor saying? Go ahead.
I just don't think that your pride being hurt doesn't mean that you should strip somebody of their dignity. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make a young man strip himself down naked because you gave him some clothes. That's like somebody gave you some stuff too. If they're pissed enough, if they justified enough, they can come and make you take it off right then and there. Everything right out in public. Like you gonna strip somebody's dignity?
It's up to you.
You gonna beat a person? Now, if he had beat, now how many times she get to hit him before he get to hit her back?
That's true. Oh. Well, my personal thing is when it comes to money, the two things you don't play with. You don't play with people's money, and you don't play with their food or their heart. Three things. I'm just saying. This brother
hearts get broken all the time.
Hearts get broken all the time.
This brother took her credit card, bought another woman.
She gave it to him. He ain't steal it. He
gave it to him.
He ain't steal it.
What I'm saying is that's what I don't know if this.
She bought him all the clothes. What you buying niggas out? What you doing? And if you buy me something, it's mine.
Right. I just don't believe. That's why I don't believe that story. Even though
I owe you my heart and my life dedication. After you buy me some clothes,
but he wrong for taking it off. If he was that soft, he should have just ran.
Well, I think he also just came home from jail too. So
he just came.
Well,
from jail.
He should have just ran. If that was the case, I wouldn't took off all my. I'd have just ran.
So that's probably why he didn't hit her back or nothing.
True.
Okay.
That makes some sense.
But he should have just took off. He should have took off.
He's still on parole.
She just came home. You go to jail. I don't care if you go to jail for 15 minutes. You want to go right back?
But after she hit me 3 times, Joe, I would have smushed her down to the ground.
No, after I got caught right there and she grabbed the bag.
No, once she hit me 3 times with the belt, I would have smushed her down to the ground.
Oh yeah.
Now, being that you got caught, right? Mm-hmm. Just saying you got caught. And
only she got bold like that because he started taking stuff off. When he started doing that, she started feeling empowered.
Empowered, yes.
Yeah.
Because she didn't really mean that.
But she knew she had the power anyway because, one, he probably had nowhere else to go.
Right.
She bought him everything that she had on, right? And then, it was nothing else for him to do. So what is he going to do? You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, if you are him and she said, come back home, would you go back?
Hell no.
I wouldn't. But
I would. Ain't no way I would go back after that.
But me personally.
But there are niggas who would.
True. But that's because they don't know their worth or their power.
But that's probably.
And I'm saying he didn't know because he should have been like, yo, I'm not even thinking about you. Because first of all, he wasn't thinking about her anyways. Like, he had the other girl already. He could have found a whole
they were walking hand in hand.
A whole nother girl that would have bought him all that stuff all over again.
Yeah. And still will.
And still will.
Anyway, shout out to the brother. I hope he got home. I hope he didn't catch a cold. Anyway, salute moment go to the brother.
It was cold out there.
It was sad, Joe.
It was kind of sad.
It was cold out there.
Like
salute to him.
If that's the case, I'd have ran.
I don't think a person
taking the bill. I'd have just jacked.
I'm not ever with nobody stripping a person of their dignity.
Even if they in the dead wrong.
Even if they're dead wrong. Because, I mean, it's a way. It's like the police. Even if I'm stealing a car, you're still supposed to arrest me. You're not supposed to choke me out, slam my face.
But what about somebody?
Knock my teeth out.
What about somebody who raped someone and then the neighborhood men beat them in front of everybody?
That's different.
That's different. They not the public justice. But even with that, my thing is that if you rape a woman in the community,
because you've already disrespected somebody else.
Yeah, you've already taken somebody else's dignity.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's not disrespecting them. That's
an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
That's what she
and sort of that's
in her eyes.
No.
She probably
eye for an eye.
She probably felt that she was disciplining him like it was her child.
Yeah,
because that's something I've known parents to say, take off everything I bought you since you want to act like that.
Yeah. They put you out. That's true.
But they're not going to do that in a public setting.
No, they're not going to do it in a public setting. But
dignity, man, you could do that later.
But still,
That's
Hey,
That's
you
why
guys,
it's kinda,
I want to hurry up because we got to get past his due time for his segment. I want to talk about one last thing. We normally talk about politics in the beginning.
There's no rush.
Oh,
No, I'm saying.
so we normally talk about politics in the beginning, but we didn't do it today because we normally seem to take too long on politics. But I do want to talk about this. So Trump lost the election. He still won't concede. So he has this whole scandal thing going on. I don't know if y'all know about it, right?
Yeah.
Well, the scandal thing is he have these people calling in. I mean, he has an actual website and everything. I actually called it and listened today.
I thought he pulled it down though.
I heard it today. I was able to listen to it.
He took it down because he was getting a lot of I guess that's what you about.
No,
to
go
talk
ahead.
about.
You say it.
Okay, so I thought he took it down because he was getting a lot of prank. People was calling in with.
Well, no, not that one. That was another one. This one on this site, what happens is people are calling because he's saying that he still want to fight the election.
Right.
So he asked people for $5, $10.
Right.
So far, up to now, he's raised over $160 million
$160 million, yeah.
from that. And none of these, all this money is not going to the case. It's able for him to do whatever he want with the money. And stuff
I actually got a text right here.
Read with the text.
It says Trump Jr. It's desperate. In order to win key recounts and protect my dad's legacy, we must crush tonight's goal 5 times now. 5 times, whatever you donate, they'll match it 5 times the amount.
Yeah, they just drop people of money right now because they just need money to pay for lawyer fees and stuff like that. They ain't saying about fighting the election no more. They ain't fighting the election.
No,
they just raising
they
money.
just trying to pay.
Because they said the small print on all of that stuff says that they can use that money for whatever
But another thing, kind of find out the Giuliani who representing him. His main thing for representing him because he don't want to go to jail.
Right. He know Trump is going to pardon him.
Right. Well, the thing is, that they putting out they had a conversation that Trump was trying to met with his advisor to see how can he put together a pardon for Mayor Giuliani and his 3 kids and his son-in-law. He wanted to see how they can work that. Well, he can do it. He can pre-order it. Like for say, even after I'm president, I still can put in place where if they get locked up after investigations, that they still can get pardoned.
So that's why he's making all these conspiracy theories and all that.
Yeah, that's why he don't, and that's why he's fighting out because technically he should have conceded a long time, but he said, "Nah, I'm gonna do what I had to do." And the sad thing about it, they losing in every court. It's
not even getting.
Yeah,
what you call it?
Yeah, they losing every court. But what he's doing now he's trying to take the will from the people away because what he's doing is he's meeting with key state legislators, that Republicans, and get them to pick delegates that will
for the electoral
vote, which is taking away the vote.
Right.
I mean, it's just sad what he's doing right now.
And actually, William Barr, he's parted from Trump. You
said William Barr, the Attorney General, is what?
Yes, he's parted from Trump, like on this order of him trying to get these recounts in.
All right, Barr went ahead and announced that they found no fraud.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Baseless claims.
And so now he's been getting
it's pretty much
he's been
over.
getting death threats and everything.
Not Barr.
No, what's
that's
the guy?
The
Georgia's
Secretary
of State. Yeah, he's been getting death threats. He made a statement now where he's actually mad at Trump. He's saying that because Trump called him threat to the people or something like that. He even put this thing out. I forgot what he called him.
Well, I know he was talking about the governor. What Trump told the governor, which is Governor Kemp from the state of Georgia, he told him he can't believe that he supported him, that he campaigned for him, and he won't even do his job. So, I mean, Trump just think people supposed to just bow down to him. It's just funny how Trump got total control of the Republican Party. It shouldn't even be called the Republican Party anymore. It should become Trump Party.
Well, that's what Candace Owens says. She's a Trumpican. She's
that's
not.
Right.
She's not a Republican.
And even the black Republicans that support Trump, they not Republicans. They just love Trump. Like it's this little short comedian dude that be on. I don't know if y'all know his name. He got a weird name, but he's a real Trump supporter. He sound gay, but he from the South, so that's how they talk. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. But what I'm saying,
who it is.
But you gotta look him up. But he was talking. Trump ain't win. Trump didn't lose. It's not over. Y'all think it's over?
Well, I did meet the other night a police officer from Baltimore, right?
Mm-hmm. At one of y'all Trump support groups. Sorry.
Nah, and he was a diehard Trump supporter. He said he's gonna win. I said, look, he probably needed to win.
Why?
And I'll explain why he needed to win.
Please do.
Okay.
Help me.
He probably needed to win, but he's not going to win. He's like, he's going to win. He's got all this coming in. I was like, look, he's not going to win.
This was
before the election?
No, this was Sunday.
So they still think he got a chance
he
of winning.
lost already. So what do you mean going?
Yeah, I said, what states do you think he could pull that he can get these electoral votes that he think he can win? I said it's not possible for him to win even with all these recounts that he's getting done because they're all getting shot down. So, but you know, we had a pretty good long conversation.
I think what he's thinking, because Trump is not looking at the courts to win this thing now. He's looking at the legislation
to overthrow.
Well, see, I mean,
well, why'd you say he need to win, Dave?
The reason why I say he needed to win is because I think a lot of people still need to wake up and really see how this country is.
Dude, we woke. Stop.
No, we not. Because I'm gonna tell you this:
good.
most of us are gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with him. No, listen, it's true, man. Like, listen,
I keep saying that.
Listen, Joe Biden is literally mimicking everything that Obama did, just in a 2020 way, right? He's doing this
except for breaking his ankle or whatever.
It's an updated version.
What was so bad what Obama did?
Listen, okay, this is the thing. Well, it's not that Obama did was so bad. It's that Obama did not or could not do more, particularly for black people, people of color, right? He either did not or he could not do more than what he did. All right, so what he did is finally great. I will give him this. You're the first black president. You can't get too jiggy because you're trying to make sure that you leave a pathway so other people can have a chance to get in and all that. Yeah. But now that it's 2020, times have even changed from those 8 years when Obama was in office. So we've progressed as a people, and now Joe Biden, rather than being progressive, which he's not, and he didn't run to be progressive because he understood that a lot of the country is still very conservative. Right. To his credit,
your son even said it.
Yeah,
that we're
no, and I totally get that. I get that it's conservative, but the idea is that he should still be working to. And I'm gonna give you a perfect example. He should be working to make his agenda at least a little more progressive. In other words, what we're saying is, don't just go back and play all defense and totally cautious. Because, everybody's going to be happy with him taking everything back to what it was basically in Obama years, because it'll be so much better than what Trump has been doing. But at the end of the day, it's not really progress, though. It's still going to be 2024 when he come out of office. So add some progression, some progressiveness too. So the idea is this: his cabinet that he's picking around him, his cabinet, he got a diverse.
That's
Cornel West was talking about this. He has a very diverse cabinet, right? But they're not diverse in their ideologies or in their progressiveness or representing different philosophies on life. So if everybody on your cabinet is agreeing, about this financially and this environmentally and this, there's no where do the people who really do rock with Bernie Sanders, which is a lot of people who was rocking with Bernie Sanders. Where's our representation in your cabinet? And I ain't saying that your cabinet got to be progressive, but you don't have those ideologies at the table.
But you got to understand with Bernie Sanders, people going to get infected because he's going to bring in somebody like, for instance, at the HUD program. That's going to be a liberal.
You think?
Yes, it will be. It will be a liberal because
I'm gonna take your word for it.
So because that's where he can.
Just like you said, Val Demings was going to be the vice president.
Well, she was number 3.
But you said she was going to be the vice president.
I said
so we're taking your word again.
You know what? But because you got women and black women and Chinese people at the table,
but let me say this though.
Better ideology.
But let me say this though. But on his main thing, like for instance, for when he did his international team, he needed his Secretary of State and all that. There had to be a centrist way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? For what he did. Okay, his finance people he just chose today. They had to be a centrist way of thinking. Now what he gonna do is I'm talking about the Department of Education. I guarantee you that's gonna be a liberal driven,
progressive.
That's gonna the HUD Secretary of
Okay.
Housing. It's gonna be.
My thing is this: even still, right? We're still going. No matter what, we're still gonna run into a problem that everything that you say or think that you're gonna accomplish with your cabinet is not gonna happen. One, for the simple fact of it is, of Congress. One. And,
I understand what you're saying,
but you also you don't have enough time.
I think that Joe Biden.
So you have to set up.
Obama got us out of he got us out of that bank that we was in. He got us out of that poverty within 2 years.
The Great Recession.
It was within 2 years. It happened, and he did it. And he did
because
it
it's easier to do something like that for the simple fact of it is something. You bring in new leadership, right? And a lot of things people just want to change, and they're going to do whatever they can to kind of like help it change because they know they can make money on the way up. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but
and the same, and the things didn't get bad enough, you know, financially for most people besides this pandemic. You know, up until this pandemic, people wasn't complaining financially. You know,
Trump checks.
Huh?
It was getting them Trump checks.
No, they wasn't getting the Trump check.
No, but see,
that's right. We didn't get them till after the pandemic.
Yeah,
right. But a lot of people, especially
a lot of people,
the middle class was getting hit with the taxes.
They felt he was racist and things of that nature.
And he was
crazy.
He was dangerous for the world.
But the thing about it is, right? A lot of racists are gonna go back in the closet and they're gonna be in powerful positions, and we're gonna miss out because you know what? They're not gonna show their colors no more. They're not gonna show. They're not gonna show their stripes anymore.
But what I'm saying is, back we were saying about Biden was gonna be the difference between Biden. I know y'all saying that that they didn't work with Obama, but I really think Biden. He's remind me of a Lyndon Johnson. You see what I'm saying? He's a Lyndon Johnson. What that mean?
Do you think he gonna make it past the first year?
Yes,
because he breaking down already. He ain't even in office.
Lyndon Johnson only served 1 year. I mean, one term.
I mean, I said the first year. I ain't say term.
No, he's gonna be all right. What I'm saying is, but the thing is, what I was saying is, Biden knows how to talk to the Republicans and Democrats and bring them together.
He might die while he's in office.
No, he's not.
Why would y'all say that?
No, he's
I'm not saying I hope that he dies. I'm saying he might.
He's not.
It's a possibility anybody could.
He's not 77. He's 80, ain't he?
He's 77.
78.
78.
No, he's 79. He just turned 79.
No, he just turned 78.
He can live to 8. I mean, Ronald Reagan lived to 90. Ronald Reagan was like 90
He lived to 90. Bush lived to 90. But they was not in office. They was not in office at those times. They was in office 30 years prior.
Hold on, you got CEOs.
No, Ronald Reagan was 90.
But they're not running the country.
They running their businesses.
Running your business and running the country.
But that's why your boy, why he put together that team that can help. He put an awesome team together that he pretty much can just delegate. He ain't really got to do the work.
Listen, and y'all keep saying like this man, 4 years he's not terrible. What I'm saying, y'all keep saying, I think he in better shape than
Actually,
Trump.
He is 78. He was born in 1942.
I said 78.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
And Kamala is there. Kamala is going to do an excellent job, and she's going to get him to do the thing. I think because of Kamala, things are going to be a little more progressive than y'all think.
Kamala is going to learn a lot from him. I think the problem, what you got to see is you got to respect Biden. That Biden knows how to run a country. Biden been through every position of the country.
He's still 90 years old. So, no,
I'm just saying. I just think that it's going to be much different than with Obama because the people will work with him. I see Mitch McConnell working with him.
Right.
He would. And you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's going to be much of a difference because he's still
a difference from what?
Think about my
difference
problem
from what? Difference from what? Trump age or Obama age? What are you saying when you say a difference?
From Trump age than Obama age, because Obama was a whole lot.
So you saying Biden's tenure is not going to be no different from Trump's tenure?
Besides the racism.
Okay.
You know,
I see it's a total.
So you saying the fact that
I don't see it. I mean, hey, we gotta live through it.
You're right.
Anyway, either way, we gotta live through it.
But if you just look at the picks that he's doing and the people that he around us, he surrounded himself with people that's, first of all, they're not yes people. They people that people that care about their country. They people that's going to work about their job. They're not going to just bow down like Trump. The people around Trump. I remember when Trump first became president, he had all his team people at his table, all his people at his table, and what they was doing, he wanted them to say, "Mr. President, I truly a pleasure working with you. I look forward to honoring you, doing what you want me to do."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It was just. He want total control of his folks.
And Nancy Pelosi.
Biden want people that's gonna work for the country. You know what I'm saying?
And Biden got
Steve,
Nancy.
it's so impressive that, man, you are so believing and so trusting in this man.
I know.
It's not about trust.
It is, man.
But
You
y'all-
sound very hopeful and inspired.
I mean,
I
I
think
think
you
this
have
dude
to
has
be,
been
'cause
in
why
office
not?
for 47 years.
Yeah, he knows
so
what he's
where
doing.
do you think that? Where do you think now all of a sudden he's just gonna be this?
He wasn't the president. He wasn't the president.
First of all,
he was in a powerful position in Congress.
Yes, but he
was off
still
for
did
4
what he
years.
could have done. But
he was off for 4 years.
Also, let's say this: even
Talk about this
Obama,
in
even Obama said that in his book and everything, that when it came
So
to
Obama is God now. He says the law. Whatever Obama says is the law.
No, what I'm saying is Obama tells the truth. What I'm
Right.
saying is, and Obama knew what he couldn't do. He knew that Biden can do what he can get in doors that he couldn't get into.
Right.
He knew that Biden go down to the Congress and get stuff
Okay,
done.
but so then why when Biden was the vice president, why wasn't more done if he's in that position? If that's what he was in that position
it was
for.
done.
it was a lot
No,
done.
it wasn't.
Y'all not giving credit for anyway.
Okay.
We gonna
I think healthcare was the biggest thing we had, and it passed.
I mean, we
We're gonna
had
move on.
healthcare.
Big
We had
effing deal.
Medicare and Medicaid before
No,
Obamacare.
but you had 30 million people without it.
fellas.
And majority of 30
we gonna
million-
move
And
on.
how many people are without healthcare right now?
You, sorry.
Well, it's still
We don't know, right?
because
You don't know the number.
Obamacare is in effect.
No, it's plenty of people because of Obamacare,
Right.
because they can't afford health care.
Exactly. We saying the same. You know what I'm saying is but
Now,
Trump trying
I'm
to get
talking
rid
about
of it.
now.
Right. Now, because Obamacare is still in effect, so you still got them 30 million people that was out there still got Obamacare right now.
all right.
no,
I'm about
what
to
I'm
get my
saying,
spray bottle.
there's so many
Y'all
people
be
who
quiet.
do not have health
Y'all
care.
be quiet. It's okay now.
Why
It's
don't
over.
they have health
So we'll go to a break.
Because Obamacare
Hey,
is
we
too
gonna go to a
expensive for a
break.
lot of
We'll be
people.
right back. We'll be
only
right back.
supposed to
Pastor,
people
what we
that
gonna
work.
talk about when we come back? welcome back to the welcome back to the open bar. Today is what? World AIDS Day. Know your status. Arnold, shout out some people that's listening.
Yeah, we want to shout out Jade listening.
That's my baby.
Yeah, she said, "Daddy, that velvet shirt is doing it."
Thank you.
She did say that?
No, she shout out to Sherry Copeland listening. She said she's really feeling the velvet.
Not really.
Dang.
Shanika, I
thought
like
I was
you.
looking cute.
She don't like the shirt either.
Shanika likes this shirt. Shanika like anything I do.
Shout out to Glo Blair. She talking about Kamala.
What she said about Kamala?
She said that she isn't for the people, which I don't know. You have to give her some time. You ain't even let her in office yet.
Gloria. Yo, sorry, we're back. We back, people. PDO, what's on your mind? Love Guru.
What's up,
I
family?
want to talk back about Trump.
Trump.
Trump's on your mind?
Well, Trump, we can use that as a segue because what I was going to talk about, this is for people dating in our generation. We like 70s, late 70s, 80s. We ain't 80s babies. We 70s babies, right?
Like
I was
90.
Man, please.
I was born in '89.
Definitely the 70s.
And babies, I thought we were.
And I mean, you know what I'm saying? So we came up in a different generation, a different time.
Different era. It's not our era.
This era is
See,
very
like that velour shirt is for this era.
Exactly.
It's not for our.
Typically, yes, but the people dating in our generation, right? I want to talk about the biggest challenge. I believe is the biggest challenge in dating or connecting or finding that right person, right? And that is closing the deficit between reality and perception. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me get my weed.
yeah, exactly. See,
Closing the deficit between
reality and perception.
And reception.
And the way that we'll relate
Perception.
that back to Trump real quick, just to give Steve a bone on that, is
You don't
that
know no reality.
Donald Trump has skewed reality so much that you could think that the world operated like he acting, because for 4 years we've been seeing him act like this every day. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, the world does act like he does.
Well, they do, right?
He was just up
that
front
that
with it.
is more reality. But see, we don't have that as a reality as a president.
Okay, so you're going to the end of my
Where
point.
my spray bottle at?
So you're going to you're going to the end of my point. So you're right. So what I'm saying, that it skews reality, right? So you can perceive something one way and then not really catch what the reality is or the implications of the reality, right? Now come back over to relationships. Our generation, we come out of that generation. Now Trump is part of kind of our generation. He's older than us, but before, because
He's our parents' age.
because the generations leading up to now, this generation now, our kids basically, right? We had this way of, we didn't have to really be good, but you're supposed to act good.
Yes.
Right? So you acted civilized, even though you probably wasn't always civilized,
Yes.
right?
Like you could beat a nigga head in 1 minute, but if your mother came down the street, you look like a little church boy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We come out of this generation, right? And so I feel like the generation beneath us, our kids and their kids, won't have the same problems with relationships as we do. Like, it's always gonna look like they're doing better. It's not because they're younger, but I think it's because they're way more honest.
Yes, they're definitely way more honest
With each other. Like,
Yes.
they don't freak out about whatever they understand. If you rich, you got money, you gonna act like this. If you ain't got money, you gonna act like this. But it's more honesty, right? Us, we always, like you said, we grew up feeling like we was rich. Our mothers made us feel like we was doing good, but we was really poor.
They were lying. They were lying.
You know what I'm saying? The way and they would have us thinking about Santa Claus is coming and tooth fairies and stuff. All this stuff that wasn't really real.
Yeah, my daughter never believed in Santa Claus.
But see now kids, they don't even know who Santa.
They know Santa Claus, but they like that's good like, to 6.
We know that's
by 8, 9. They like they're over it. We still was excited by 10, 11. You know what I'm saying?
We fall asleep,
going to bed,
making milk and cookies.
but even Halloween is not important to that. You know, we used to really.
Yeah, this generation they just growing up faster, but that faster, what we call faster, is really them just being more transparent. They don't have the same deficit between.